Now on CoastTV News.
More rental rules.
Restricts people's right and property rights.
Ocean City considering a tweak to short-term rentals. Will tell you who it impacts.
Farm fight. Animal rights activists take aim at a major poultry producer, but farmers say the industry is being unfairly targeted.
Milford's big decision.
That's a great thing to do it for the city.
A townhome project would add housing, but at what cost?
I'm going to update you on the latest on the rain that's causing the flooding, and I'm going to clear up some discrepancy about a possible earthquake in our area.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Short-term rentals once again taking the spotlight in Ocean City. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with a change that the Ocean City Council is proposing to their moratorium on short-term rentals.
As of right now, rentals in residential areas and mobile homes have seen some occupancy changes and a 5-day minimum length of stay being implemented in town. And now another rule change being proposed tonight at Ocean City Council. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappe joins us live in Ocean City. Kevin, the current moratorium in town could change.
Maddie, this story has been covered a lot. Short-term rentals right here in Ocean City. Now, according to the current moratorium in place, people that has homes in residential areas and mobile homes can no longer buy a short-term rental license. But if an owner decides to sell their property and has that license, then they're able to transfer that license, if this proposal is accepted, to that new homeowner. Over the past several months, changes have been made to short-term rental rules in residential areas and mobile homes. That included a moratorium stopping anyone from purchasing a new rental license in those certain areas. Viapagaba isn't happy about it. He owns Blue Visita Vacation Rentals, and he feels like this rule is an overreach.
Moratorium restricts people's right and property rights of homeowners.
But that moratorium rule may be getting a tweak tonight. Ocean City Manager Terry McGeehan explains the modification they're considering.
What this new ordinance will do will allow a license to transfer one time from one property to the next, and those bookings to remain, any bookings to remain through the end of the calendar year.
Basically, if you sell one of these homes that already has a license, the new owner will be grandfathered in for the remainder of the year, and they will have the green light to rent that property. But there's a catch. Any new bookings must adhere to the new rental rules, including occupancy regulations and the 5-night minimum stay. Then at the end of the year, they lose that right. They will not be able to reapply next year, and that sets new owners apart from the longtime owners who will have that option. It's just the latest example of the tricky rental rules currently governing Ocean City. This proposal is on its second and final reading and will be discussed tonight during the Ocean City Council meeting. I'm Kevin Zappe, live in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
Also tonight, the removal of parking kiosks. Starting April 1st, the only way to pay to park will be through the Park mobile app. Kiosks will be removed everywhere in 2025 except the inlet parking kiosks, which will be removed in 2026. Council has a reading on removing signs tonight, which is the next step forward.
And staying in Ocean City, town leaders are discussing adding 22 more locations that would require paid parking. This would make all of Talbot Street, Philadelphia Avenue, St. Louis Avenue, Caroline Street, and Somerset Street paid parking, leaving people to pay to park basically everywhere. And some people who live and work in Ocean City, they just can't get behind it.
I mean, people that work here, where are they going to park? I mean, I work in the boardwalk too. Where am I going to park? You know, I'm going to have to pay for parking and pay rent and pay mortgage and all that.
The second reading on this is also tonight at the Ocean City Council meeting.
An organization from California called Direct Action Everywhere, or DXE, is coming to Delmarva to protest animal agriculture on Tuesday. Animal agriculture consists of the breeding, raising, and slaughter of animals for human use. That is something the organization wants to get rid of, but one poultry farmer we spoke with said that's harmful to him and our local economy.
My livelihood as a poultry producer, I think it's a big part of the economy on the Eastern Shore, you know, not only just for me as the producer, but I also farm outside of growing chickens.
Hawkins says animal welfare is at the core of what he does, and that protest is set to start on Tuesday.
And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know your thoughts on ending animal agriculture like poultry farming on Delmarva.
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. 96% say they strongly disagree with ending it, though 2% strongly agree and 2% somewhat disagree.
Somehow that actually went up more, and it looks like we have a comment. Margaret Barnes from Lewis says, quote, "In these times, this is not even a question. The activists should do something more meaningful," unquote. If you haven't voted yet, or if you want to leave a comment, go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app, and we'll have updated results tonight on Coast TV News at 11.
Many people across eastern Sussex County are reporting a boom and/or walls shaking as of Monday afternoon. So we have some new information for you. Stay with me here. Coast TV reached out to everybody in the state, basically. And first of all, there's no recorded earthquakes nearby. It wasn't an earthquake. Now, nearby Naval Air Station Patuxent River issued a noise advisory for this evening. But when we reached out, they said, quote, they did not have any supersonic activity in our area this afternoon and referred us to the U.S. Air Force. We're still tackling that. We'll be sure to update you when we figure out the cause of that. For now, though, let's take a live look into Ocean City and turn it over to our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams, who says the data also shows it was definitely not an earthquake or any natural phenomenon.
No, it's not a result of any kind of shifting that happened to the ground. Just so you'll understand, we actually monitor seismic activity here at the Coast TV Weather Center, and we're set for it. Now, this is actually a live rendition of what's going on with the latest seismic activity throughout this part of the hemisphere. And so you can see that's the closest that we're getting. In fact, as you measure that, that's over 900 to nearly 1,000 miles away from us. So there's no way any residual effect could possibly happen there. And as we go in a little bit tighter, you'll notice I'm looking at our area specifically, and we have nothing. We've had nothing, and we'll continue to monitor that. Now, what we have had, a lot of rain, short period of time. 2 inches, for example, in Salisbury. We had over 3.5 in Dagsboro, Delmar, close to that in Rehoboth, and 3 inches are close to it in Milton, as well as Indian River Inlet and Lewis. And finally, we have some other areas that received more than 1.25 inches from yesterday, and it was a short period of time. Now, we have more rain on the way for this coming Thursday, and that's what we'll talk about in your forecast.
Thank you, Paul. Many areas of Sussex County, as you just showed, are waterlogged following heavy rain last night. From our coast copter, you could see some flooded farmlands in Dagsboro. The same was in Milford and Milton. Irrigation systems just sunk in the mud, and there were lots of pools, really, in fields, sidewalks, street. Little bit of everything saw some unnecessary water. The rain, though, it's come and gone, but it will take time for all that water to dry out.
New tonight, 26-year-old Dylan Crew of Westminster has been arrested for home improvement fraud. We told you in January Bethany police were looking for him. Police claim he ran a business called Coastline Contractors Group, LLC, and took over $1 million from 6 victims for renovation projects that were never finished. Police say Crew turned himself in and posted bond.
Milton officials could take action on buying several lots of land in town. This is the 200 block of Mulberry Street and the 100 block of Magnolia Street. Now, that area could be used to build a future police station and town meeting space. That is being discussed right now at Milton's mayor and town council meeting.
And also in Milton, the town will meet Tuesday night to consider adding regulations for short-term rentals. This comes after concerns from both locals and town leadership. One key proposed regulation is that all short-term rental properties must comply with specific safety codes, including having working smoke detectors.
The Indian River School District's expense referendum is happening on Thursday. The district asking voters to pay more to cover operating costs, along with the recruitment and retention of staff. If voters say yes, the referendum will lead to a $24.10 month tax increase for the average district taxpayer.
A continued discussion and a new one at the town council meeting in Dagsboro this evening. While alcohol has been a big topic within the town in recent months, what's on the agenda tonight has to do with noise and disruption. Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy is live in Dagsboro. Brendan, there are 2 separate things that they're considering drafting in ordinance form.
Good evening, Charlie and Maddie. Happy St. Patrick's Day. There are two things that are going to be looked at tonight at the meeting. Like I said, the first one is going to be a nuisance one. That's to reduce the police presence that come around town. There would be a tiering system of fines, one small fine for the first instance and then higher fines and a possible suspension later on. The other one is an emergency revoking ordinance. This is a new one that is being introduced tonight, and they're going to be talking about how the town would have the power to essentially take away a business license if there's a harm to public safety. Now, Delmarva Billiards and Sports Bar is one of those few places in Dagsboro that has both a bar and events that go on at the same time. And when we spoke with David Elliott, the owner of the bar, he says that these instances aren't too common at his establishment, but regardless, it is a good thing to have for the town as a whole.
A lot of times it depends if there's been repetitive problems or so forth, but it could be necessary, yes. It's not something that our business is against. If they feel the need that the business needs to be temporarily halted pending a meeting, we do support that. We do support public safety as a whole.
Now, both items, the continuation of the nuisance ordinance and the introduction of the potential other ordinance, are both on the agenda for 6:40 p.m. We will bring you more on Coast TV News at 11. Reporting live in Dagsboro, Brendan Conroy, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Brendan, and we have a lot more news to get to this evening.
A $20 vaccine clinic for pets. How long you can get cheap shots, in a good way, for your furry friends.
And tonight we're going to be a little bit dry, but it's looking like rain will be holding off for the next few days. More on the timing of the next system coming up.
Riverwalk Villas could bring new life to Milford's riverfront, but with plans come pushback when we're back in just 60 seconds.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Love it.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Right now, buy a rugged Tacoma with low 2.99 APR financing. Toyota, let's go places.
Oh, you can do that for me?
Stop hogging the new bathroom!
I'm on the phone!
Who are you on the phone with?
Alex from Peninsula Bath.
What are you wearing, Alex from Peninsula Bath?
Khakis. And with that second bathroom, we'll give you an additional 10% off.
Mercy, that's a great deal, Alex from Peninsula Bath.
Call now to lock in your 10% discount off your second bath remodel.
Thank you, Peninsula Bath.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Hey, there he is. Let's do this. Right now, buy a half-ton Tundra with low 1.99 APR financing. Toyota, let's go places.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
The field on your screen right now is a plot of land in Milford, but it could turn into 27 townhomes.
While some are cheering extra housing, others, as Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken shows us, are worried about extra traffic.
New neighbors. That's something Nympha Wolf, a Milford local, may see soon.
That's a great thing to do it for the city, for the people, because there's a lot of people that needed something like that.
But it doesn't mean she's worry-free.
But the only thing I'm concerned is about the traffic.
The pros and cons of more growth in Milford are clear for Wolf. The Milford Housing Development Corporation wants to add 27 new townhomes to the area on 4 acres of land that would be called the Riverwalk Villas. In fact, the Planning Commission recommended the project for approval back in 2023, but it still has more hurdles to clear. Marianne Bottiglieri, another local, walks the Riverwalk every day. She says development here would spoil the ambiance.
Why I chose Milford was because of the natural, the ability to really be in touch with nature right here. And this river walk, if you were to put villas right on it, it's going to take it away.
A Tuesday Planning Commission meeting could decide whether Riverwalk Villas become part of Milford's landscape or if this plot of land remains empty for a while longer. In Milford, Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
Here's a look at your golf forecast. You know what? We're starting to get the kind of weather where you could actually do some golfing and not come off as a crazed golf fan, but then again, is there any other kind?
Coast TV News can be heard on Big 107.7.
Fall in love with safety and reliability at Gateway Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. From rain and snow to sunny skies, Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive has you covered through any weather. Right now, take home a new 2025 Subaru Outback and take advantage of great financing rates as low as 1.9%. Stop by today to pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, designed for tomorrow. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Hey homeowners, are you thinking of transforming the exterior of your home? I'm Brendan with CR3 American Exteriors. Our team knows how to turn your vision into reality. Plus, every project is backed by the CR3 Service Guarantee. Right now, enjoy special financing with 0 payments until 2025 and save 20% on any new roof. CR3 is proud to have earned countless 5-star reviews from homeowners all across Delmarva. Visit CR3 DMV today or contact us at 410-842-2718 for your free estimate.
On August 1st of 1924, my great-grandfather, Samuel E. Shockley, met in Willards with a small group of men.
The only way that they could allocate capital through this area of Wicomico County was to build a bank.
They wanted a bank that could be used by the common man.
It's really rewarding to hear a customer who comes in and says, you know, your grandfather gave me my first loan.
It will not be about machines, computers, cell phones. Banking will always be about people.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
Attention Delmarva, it's Ashley's 80th anniversary. Your local Ashley stores in Del Mar and Millsboro, Delaware have been selected as national inventory distribution sites with savings up to 80% off store-wide. The most prolific name in home furnishings, Ashley celebrates 80 years as the value leader with savings up to 80% off. Only in our tax-free retail sites in Millsboro and Del Mar, Delaware.
In your home, every drop of water matters. It's not just H2O, it's health and home comfort. At FHFERP, we take your plumbing personally. For just $29, let us be your home's water experts. We'll scrutinize every pipe to ensure reliability and purity right from the tap. Because we believe water is the lifeblood of your home, we're adding a free water quality test, ensuring your water is as clean and as safe as possible.
Call FHFERP.com.
Delmarva Sports Network updates can be heard on 93.5 The Beach.
Well, we had our lion's share of the rain in a short period of time from early this morning, and now we're going to dry out for a couple of days, but another round of rain is headed our way, more than likely, on Thursday. Our Irish Eyes camera in Lewis, 52 degrees. We're a bit overcast for right now, but that's okay. We're going to have a constant clearing out that will happen as far as the sky cover is concerned for the rest of the evening as we fall back into the 40s. We're in the 50s right now. For example, 55 in Georgetown as well as Seaford and Salisbury. Also 55 degrees currently for us right now in Ocean Pines. We had massive amount of rain. Like I said, in a short period of time, we had over 2 inches in Salisbury, closing in on 1.5 inches for us actually in Ocean City. And that's if you don't count what happened just before we hit midnight. So we're raining prior to the timeline that kicks off here. Still staying a bit breezy, but not as bad as it was yesterday. But it's still kind of blustery on the beaches. So we have a small craft advisory active along the shore for us, Sussex County and from Ocean City all the way down towards Chincoteague. And so it's going to stay just a little breezy for the entire mid-Atlantic in general. But that frontal boundary and all that rain is clearing out of the way with that low pressure system that's connected to that frontal boundary sliding to the north as well. You can see right up here towards Boston and the New York area. A bit of emptiness is what we're seeing behind all that at this particular juncture. The winds, man, the winds. I mean, pouring right now out of the north at 35-mile-per-hour gust recorded at the Indian River Inlet, but a 32-mile-per-hour gust in Seaford. So it's still about the winds right now. So the good news is we'll see the winds come to the strength of the winds to stop, and it'll begin to kind of swirl. That's why all the arrows are going all kind of different directions right now. Then they become a little more uniform coming off the water, but still stay at about 10 miles per hour or less. Overnight in the mid-30s, but look at what's going to happen. We will clear out nicely overnight. Tuesday afternoon, temperatures near 60 and upper 50s by 5 o'clock. Then for Wednesday, we're going to have temperatures well into the 60s. In fact, we're going to start off at about 57 degrees by mid-morning, and then we'll escalate into the mid to upper 60s. And catch this, 71 degrees in Seaford and 70 for the high in Del Mar. So we're getting ready to enjoy some nice, relaxing spring-like sunshine. And spring kicks off officially, by the way, on Thursday, in case you didn't remember. For the most southern portions of our viewing area, 50 degrees, for example, for later tonight. And then we'll drop down into the 30s, bounce back into the 60s for Tuesday evening at about 5 o'clock. And then we're going to bounce into the upper 60s again in the most southern portion of our viewing area as well. Precipitation chances will escalate on Thursday and primarily on Thursday. And so when you take a look at that, you can see that wall of rain is going to pull through, is letting us know, looks like everybody's going to get a piece of that pie. So in summary, 34 for tonight, clearing out and cooling off. Bright, brilliant sunshine for tomorrow and 62. And then for Wednesday, spring is just around the corner, which is Thursday, and we'll warm to near 70 degrees by Wednesday. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
What's going on, everybody? High school basketball season has wrapped up, and it is now time for our All-State Awards. We start on the ladies' side. We will highlight the All-State first team for our local athletes. Amalia Fruckman from Cape Henlopen High School is on that list. The junior averaged 18 points along with 8.3 rebounds and just under 3 assists a game. Another first-team member, senior Kai Burnett for the Smyrna Eagles. During her high school campaign, she averaged over 1,000 points and 300 steals. As for the boys' side, one local player made the first-team list, Eli Johnson-Dixon from Early College High School. He helped lead ECHS to a 13-8 overall record. Congratulations to all of these athletes. And for second, third team, and honorable mention, make sure you head over to our social media pages at Delmarva Sports. Moving on, DSN's 2025 Basketball Bracket Challenge is back. If you think you can pick a perfect NCAA tournament bracket, join our contest for a chance at prizes. Head over to DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com to go up against the DSN talent. That over sports. Have a great night, everybody.
Soaring Over the Shore is sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
Over 1,700 acres, the Redden State Forest is a piece of peace and quiet in the middle of Sussex County.
This is the headquarters tract, which is 1,700 acres, but at large, Redden State Forest is nearly 13,000 acres across central Sussex County. Primarily made up of loblolly pine, the forest has tons of different trees and plants and 44 miles of trails in the 18 tracts of forest. There's also the historic Redden Lodge, built by the Pennsylvania Railroad in 1903 as a hunting lodge, and now is a gathering place for the public. From hiking to horseback riding, the Redden State Forest is a great place to enjoy the great outdoors.
The Eastern Shore has seen a significant amount of storm damage lately. Filing a claim could raise your premiums or even risk policy cancellation.
Let us give you a fair, honest, and professional opinion.
With years of handling storm damages, we speak insurance. Our team can identify, document, and present the proper scope of work, saving you time and money.
Serving Sussex County, there's good.
There's better.
And then there's more.
Get ready for 4 days of fun at SpringFest. Enjoy amazing food, live entertainment, over 200 unique artisan products, and an enhanced selection of food, beer, and wine. You won't want to miss this free event located at the Ocean City Inlet from April 24th to the 27th. SpringFest features 2 stages and more than 30 live performances and ticketed headliners like Strangelove, The Depeche Mode Experience, country music sensation Hunter Hayes, and the legendary Wailers featuring Junior Marvin, opened by Pacifier. Don't miss out. Get all the details at oceocean.com/SpringFest.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Get more for your tax refund with Alton Brothers' guaranteed lowest everyday price. No games, no gimmicks, just their guaranteed lowest prices every day on the brands and styles you love. Plus, take advantage of select items up to 50% off. That's up to half off Alton Brothers' lowest everyday price. Why wait for a sale when you can get Delmarva's guaranteed lowest everyday prices at Alton Brothers, furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years. Have you been to Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury lately?
We could practice our skills anywhere, but here is where we've chosen to be. It's here that we find new ways to create hope, give second chances, save lives. One day your heart will need us, And on that day, we'll be ready without missing a beat. The Heart and Vascular Institute at Bay Health. Our commitment runs deep.
Fall in love with safety and reliability at Gateway Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. From rain and snow to sunny skies, Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive has you covered through any weather. Right now, take home a new 2025 Subaru Outback and take advantage of great financing rates as low as 1.9%. Stop by today to pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, designed for tomorrow. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Brian, what's the difference between salt-treated decking and composite decking?
Treated lumber costs less but needs a lot of maintenance over the years. Composite decking looks like wood but won't crack, fade, or rot while adding value to your home.
And with Paul Davis, you can explore colors and designs right from your home. We'll bring the showroom to you.
And give you a same-day estimate.
Call now and get composite decking for the same price as treated lumber. Or no payments and no interest for 12 months, but only through March 31st. Call Paul Davis today.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, emergency plumbing service 24/7.
The Humane Animal Partners is having 4 $20 vaccine clinics through September. The first one, it's this Thursday, March 20th, as well as a free spay and neuter day for cats on March 25th. 4th, Paul.
24th, everybody. Our Bay Health camera in Dover will drop to 45 with the skies beginning to clear out. Small craft advisory watching out for 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts around the area. Our winner is Michael Faraki. Here's a quick look at your forecast. And finally, here's a look at your 10-day forecast. Remember, spring will be springing on Thursday.
Thank you, Paul, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.